But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Matthew 6:33. Before we dive into this journey of reflection and prayer, let's take a moment to still our hearts and truly open ourselves to the presence of God. Imagine, just for a moment, what life could look like if every choice, every thought, and every desire was centered on Him. What would it mean to place God truly at the heart of our lives? This is not just about attending church, reading the Bible occasionally, or offering quick prayers during moments of need. This is about full surrender, a lifestyle where every breath, every action, and every plan revolves around His presence and purpose. Let's begin by reflecting on the Garden of Eden, where humanity's journey with God truly began. Picture that perfect creation, lush greenery, pure peace, and an uninterrupted connection with our Creator. Yet, even in that perfection, there was a choice, and with that choice came the first moment of separation. Adam and Eve chose to step away from God's command, and that single moment altered the course of humanity. How often do we face choices that, even unknowingly, pull us away from God's center? It's in these moments of weakness, distraction, or pride that we begin to drift. But God, in His infinite mercy, never abandons us. Instead, He continually calls us back to Him, offering grace and restoration. Now, contrast that with the Garden of Gethsemane, where Jesus, fully human and fully divine, faced the most challenging choice imaginable, surrounded by fear, sorrow, and the shadow of the cross. Jesus chose submission over self. He prayed, "Not my will, but yours be done." This is the heart of living with God at the center, choosing His will even when it costs us something. Imagine the depth of surrender in that moment. Jesus knew what was coming: the pain, the betrayal, the isolation, and yet His love for us and His obedience to God's plan came first. This is the ultimate example of what it means to truly trust God and surrender everything to His divine will. So, what does it mean for you in your everyday life to place God at the center? Maybe you're like Sarah, working long shifts, carrying the emotional weight of caring for others, and feeling the burden of exhaustion and frustration. Maybe your moments of prayer feel rushed, squeezed into the small spaces of your busy day. But even in those moments, God calls you closer, inviting you to lean on Him, to surrender your weariness, your doubts, and your fears. Imagine if every break, every pause, became a moment of connection with God. How would that transform your day? Let's pause for a moment of reflection. Think about your life right now. Where do you feel distant from God? Where are the areas of your heart that need His healing touch? Take a deep breath and allow yourself to be honest. This is not about perfection, but about progress. God isn't waiting for you to get everything right before you come to Him. He's waiting for you to open your heart right where you are. His arms are always open, ready to receive you, no matter how far you feel you've strayed. As we continue this journey together, let's immerse ourselves in His Word. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. What a beautiful promise that when we surrender our plans, our control, and our understanding, God Himself will direct our steps. Imagine the freedom that comes with letting go of the pressure to have all the answers. Each act of trust becomes a declaration that God's wisdom is greater than our own. Now, let's reflect on a testimony of transformation. Picture someone who once struggled with fear and anxiety, feeling lost and overwhelmed by life's pressures. But when they began to place God at the center, starting with the small daily prayers, moments of gratitude, and surrendering their worries, they began to feel peace. Even in the chaos, the struggles didn't disappear overnight, but their heart changed. They found joy in the little things, strength in weakness, and clarity in moments of confusion. God doesn't promise an easy road, but He promises to walk with us every step of the way. It's time for us to pray together. Close your eyes and let these words settle in your heart. Lord, I come before you with an open heart. I surrender my fears, my doubts, and my struggles. Help me to place you at the center of my life. Guide my thoughts, my actions, and my decisions. Teach me to trust in your plan, even when it feels difficult. Fill me with your peace, your strength, and your love. Amen. Let's dive deeper into what it truly means to trust God daily. Each morning, we have a choice to start with our own worries or to surrender our day to Him. Psalm 143:8 says, "Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you. Show me the way I should go, for to you I entrust my life." Imagine beginning every day with that kind of faith, a surrender that sets the tone for peace and clarity throughout the day. What would your days look like if you started each morning by saying, "God, I trust you with everything today"? Now, I want to challenge you. What does surrender look like in your life? Maybe it's letting go of resentment, forgiving someone who hurt you, or simply trusting God with your future when everything feels uncertain. Surrender doesn't always look dramatic. It can be as simple as saying, "God, I trust you with this moment." It's about releasing control and letting God guide your steps, even in the smallest decisions. Let's reflect together. God, help me recognize the areas where I am holding on too tightly. Teach me to let go and trust you with every detail of my life. Replace my fear with faith, my anxiety with peace, and my doubts with unwavering trust in your goodness. As we approach the final part of this journey, I want to leave you with Isaiah 41:10. "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." What a promise to know that even when life feels overwhelming, God's hand is holding you steady. Even in the darkest moments, His light shines through, reminding you that you are never alone. Let's end with a final prayer. Lord, thank you for your unending love and grace. As I move forward, help me keep you at the center of my heart and my life. Give me the strength to trust in you through every challenge and the courage to walk the path you have set before me. I surrender my plans, my fears, and my dreams to you. Let your will be done in my life. Lead me in peace, guide me in love, and surround me with your presence. Amen. If you're praying along with me, feel free to share your prayer requests or simply say Amen to affirm your faith. Remember, placing God at the center isn't a one-time decision. It's a daily commitment, a journey of trust, surrender, and love. May His peace guide you every step of the way, and may you find joy in every moment of connection with Him. As you walk forward, carry this truth with you. You are loved, you are seen, and God's plan for your life is greater than anything you could imagine.